With a hard yank, the sea grabbed the boy and pulled him down under the surface into a watery paradise of sparkling blue and rushing currents. His body was never found. 20 years later. The shopkeeper's bell rang above the market door. The market in Eagle Cove reminded Larry Palmer of long-ago corner stores, the kind with a butcher counter and a produce section full of bins of dusty vegetables and unwaxed apples. There were aisles of detergents and soaps, boxed generic macaroni and canned milk, chocolate buttons, dry flour, a few rows of seasonings, and a case full of hot dishes like scalloped potatoes and ham, all cooked in the kitchen in the back. It was, in short, everything a man needed to live. The teenage girl behind the counter was a local. She had frizzy hair tied back from her face with a red bandana. "The spaghetti bake, please," he said. The girl scooped it into a cardboard clamshell, then wrapped the container firmly with plastic wrap. She added a plastic fork, though he had told her before he didn't need any forks. His cabin was getting full of them. "I'm good on forks," he said. She put the fork down and looked away. She must see hundreds of people come and go, he thought. Travelers who came in whining about the cold and unfriendly beach, retirees like him who came here and then died. This was not a friendly place. She handed him the warm parcel and then gave him an unexpected smile. Maybe, after so many months here, he was starting to be accepted, or maybe she just felt sorry for him. It had been his late wife, Marjorie, who had wanted to come here. "Let's retire to the coast, Larry," she kept saying after he left the force. They had looked at real estate listings, quickly pricing themselves out of the more touristy towns with quaint names and taffy shops, and had finally chosen Eagle Cove, far away from everything, with an ocean so unruly that local ordinances had been passed to prohibit wading. They had found the cabin the week of her diagnosis, and for some reason he had felt compelled to go through with it all. Now Marjorie was in an urn on his mantel, and he wondered what the hell he was doing. He paid for the spaghetti bake and left. When he looked back, the girl was looking away. He took the long way home, because he had nothing better to do. The road was shifting with sand moved by the wind. The beach itself was empty, except for flocks of sandpipers racing on tiny legs. He passed under the large metal signs dotting the low-lying dunes before the flat, innocent-looking spill of sand. He often mused about how he had moved to a beach town where the beach was dangerous. He had never been so bored in his life. He turned up the dune road heading to his place. He could see the light he had left on in the window. The other homes on the road were dark. Most were summer rentals and investment properties for a wave of tourists that never came. His thighs began to ache with the climb. The air was heavy with the scent of the pines bent backward from the wind and the yellow primroses lining the road. At the top of the dune was the local cemetery. He hadn't known it when he bought the place. Marjorie would have gotten a kick out of it, he thought. She was a big one for antique stores and Ouija boards. Her laughter would scare the devil, he had often joked. How he missed that laugh now. He stopped at the top of the dune, taking in the view. From here he could see the entire coastline, from the mountain that looked like a dog with its paws in the sea, crashing in anger at its feet, to the long curl of waves, white against blue, and finally the distant, shimmery horizon. About 20 miles down the beach was another mountain, its snout in the sea. The ocean clamored in between these two capes, raging and constantly in conflict with itself. In the distance, massive rocks rose from the sea. Sometimes, at night, he could hear the sea lions bellowing for their mates and could imagine their slippery, cold, wet bodies. His viewing done, he turned into the cemetery, thinking of his dead wife. Marjorie would have volunteered to take care of this misbegotten place. Marjorie this, Marjorie that, he thought. He couldn't stop thinking about her. The sandy soil made the graves look lumpy and unkempt. He wandered among the headstones, thinking that soon enough there would be one for him. When he was young, the thought would have paralyzed him. Now